Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning, 8 o'clock, and I'm waiting for some friends to come over later, so I thought I'd give a little shout out and say hi to everybody, see what's going on. We'll wait for someone to join us. And yesterday, I met up with a guy that has been watching the channel, and he actually was able to squeak into the country at the very end of December. And then he made his way to Dumaguete. He had to self-quarantine. He owns a home in Chaton, which is May's hometown. And so he's going to come over later today, and I'm going to do an interview with him about all the quarantine stuff and the flight over and how all that, the genesis of all that, how much it cost, where he stayed, blah, 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 blah. And then the first day that he got out of quarantine, he crashed his motorbike. So he's been having some rough times, and he's got a great attitude, a really good sense of humor. And so I'm looking forward to spending some time with him. And then baby May and I are going to go with him and his wife, and we're going to go up to Zamboanguita. Is that what it is? Where the coffee store is? Yes. There's a place here near Chaton, but it's up in the hills, and they have, they have a coffee shop, and I think they import special coffee or grow coffee or something to that effect. So anyway, we're going to go up there. May, of course, will vlog. And what else can I bore you with? We have a new hobby with May's channel, and that's reviewing dive resorts. And I think it's going to be really good for her channel. I think it's going to be really good for you guys. And I think it's going to be really good for us, just because it's different. And I think it's informative, which you never get on my channel. Baby May will be able to actually put some content up that makes some sense, as opposed to this crap. So we've decided, or we just kind of, what's the word? Morphed over to dive resorts for some reason, because they're starting to open up. And Dumaguete is a very small town. And so when May and I want to go out to get a bite to eat, or meet up with a couple of friends and have a beer or a coffee, etc., there's a limited amount of places to go in town or up here in Valencia. But there's just, I don't know how many dive resorts that there are up in Darwin. So just by circumstance, we were buzzing around, and we went into a place called Liquid, and you can eat and drink and have comfortable chairs and all that kind of stuff. It's not crowded, and for the same price as going to the same restaurant in town. And nothing wrong with the restaurant in town, except it's the same people talking about the same things over and over and over again. And it's starting to feel like Groundhog Day. So I said, we got to get out of this. This is like a rut. And so we're going to start bugging around. If you guys didn't catch it on Today with Baby May, she did a nice review of Kim's Dive Resort, which is only a month old. And then we're going to review Liquid, Pura Vida, and then there's some other places. And we're just going to bounce in. We're going to get an idea of how much the rooms are, how much, if there's an entry fee, what the menu consists of, where it's located, and just kind of go from there. And then we're going to also try to take some friends with us, and God knows what'll happen. All right, so let me get to some comments here. Just say hi to everybody. Hi, Matthew. Thanks for joining in. I know this wasn't scheduled. They never are, or hardly ever are. Hey, good to see you, Gerald. Thanks for coming along. Let's see. Well, here's the deal. There'll be a little information coming from this gentleman that I'm going to interview today later on about his process of getting over here and the documents that he needed and all this, that, and the other. I've been trying to get back to the States, which actually is not a big deal. I can get out of here if I need to, but I can't get back in. So I'm waiting to find out when I can return. San Marcos, I think, is the city. Okay. Hey, man, how you doing, Greg? Young dog. I don't know. I like being old. Good morning, Florida. What's cooking? Right on. Welcome aboard, Germany. Good morning, Stephen. Hey, Mike, how are you? Mike's a truck driver. Yes, sir, Biff. I know. Groundhog Day. You gotta nip that in the bud, buddy. Hey, Charles. Well, thanks a lot, man. I picked up a lot of subscribers during the pandemic because nobody had anything else to do. And then on the side of that, I interviewed Gerard, I always wanted to interview a black guy here in the Philippines. And I always wanted to interview a lady boy. And it took me a year to find somebody that would be willing to come on the show, a lady boy. So I did that a couple of times with Andy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was fun. I got that out of my system. And then I've had guys ask me, hey, what's it like to be an African-American in the Philippines? And to be quite frank with you, there's just not a lot of African-American guys, at least here in Dumaguete. And then I met Gerard, and we had breakfast together. We just kind of bumped into one another, and we started BSing. And he came on the program, but he was wearing a mask that was a little controversial. And so I thinned the herd a little on my subscribers. I think a couple of hundred people unsubscribed. And then Gerard was talking, and he laid out the N-word in one of his sentences, and Google demonetized me. So I'm going to have Gerald back to see if I can lose some more money in people. Surprise, surprise. Good morning, David. Thank you very much. So people call my laugh creepy. Is it creepy? Am I creepy? About $100 at the Philippines won't open at least until the third quarter of the year, quite possibly next year. Well, that's what my buddy was saying. I was figuring once the vaccine got out and everybody got vaccinated that you could get on a plane and come on out, but everything's moving slow. Just slow, man. Right on. My father is from Muscatine, Iowa, and I went down there and saw his little house that he grew up in. It was really interesting. My dad graduated from a class of 8 out in Muscatine. Every day in the USA is Groundhog Day. Amen to that, brother. Let's see. Do you let your wife cook dry fish, or can you handle the smell? Number one, we're not married, but I get it. She does not cook dried fish in the house. She likes it. There's no way that she knows. It just stinks up the house. But what did she do? I think she took it outside one day and cooked it on a little hibachi thing or whatever. I forget how she did it, but she did. But she did it outside. I think so. All my predictions on the pandemic have been 100% wrong. So I'm done with that. My Karnak act is not working. But in fact, I was thinking about doing a deal on the channel. I don't know logistically if it'll work, but I thought it would be fun to do to emulate some old game shows, like the dating game, where I could be Jim Eubanks and have, the drill. And then I always thought it would be fun to be emulate like Johnny Carson, and I could have some guy sitting there and be Ed McMahon. We could have guests come out, and I don't know. I just don't know if we can logistically do it in here. Set up a little desk. Good morning, Pontiac, Michigan. William Fields, hi Paul, did you get 100 pesos back from the chicken? That was a funny, that was a video. I was gonna start doing some end screens, if you will. At the end of a video, you put something up, but I don't want to put that much effort into it. So the other day, I just had this thought about the chicken stealing money out of my wallet. and I did like a 24-second video and put it up. And it's so far, it's my favorite video. Of all the videos I've done, it's a 24-second video. So check it out. It's called Who Stole My Money? Oh, okay. We're back. We've been in brownout town here. Almost every day we've had brownouts. So my internet went off for a second. But yeah, I think it's those little things like that that are so funny. And I try to start off each day by watching, comedians and setting my tone and my attitude for the day. Good morning. Morning, Tim. Thanks for coming along, man. Let's see here. I lived in Vegas from 16, like you talks. Thanks, man. Yeah, I lived in Vegas from 88 until I think 16 or something like that, whenever I moved out here. So we'll kind of come through you guys got any questions, suggestions, anything like that? Like I said, this is just kind of impromptu. I just like to say hi to guys. I'll be doing a couple of videos this week, and May's doing really good with her channel. She cracked 5,000 subscribers. So thank you guys very much for supporting her. And what else? You got anything you want to say there, baby May? Thank you. Okay. I know. The chicken deal was the best. There she is. There's May. Say hi, May.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and support my channel.
Let's see. Is struggling to reach goal to me vaccine. It would take years to. I don't know what the dealio is with the vaccinations. I thought it was going to, because the military was involved in the warp speed thing and all that. I thought they had the logistics down, and it was just going to be a crack operation. But I don't know. I hope everybody gets vaccinated, or who wants to be vaccinated. I'm not afraid of it. What's the matter?
I get the call.
Oh, okay. Thank honey. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Yeah, we're gonna do some more stuff together one of these days. Recently, it's been odd because I don't do videos unless I feel I don't do a video just to do a video. In other words, I need to have a topic or an inspiration or something in my head. So, and that's just kind of been this has kind of been void lately. But I've been having fun with May and helping her with her channel. I'm just the cameraman. She does all the work. How you doing, man? Scandemic. Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made off of problems. I think that's the real drawback, is there's just too much money involved. Oh, you know what? I just heard from Jason, actually last night, and I got the message this morning. He had a seizure, and so he's flipped over to some new medications, and I just sent him a message this morning. I told him, let me know if I can help you. But I'd like to have him back for another concert, but he's going to have to be, in good health. And then I also suggested to both of them, I suggested to Gracie and him that they come in and do some singing together. But it's his original music we have to do. Here's the problem with that. It's his original music. And so she would have to get together with him, learn the song, and all that hoo-ha. And people are busy. He's got kids, and she's running off doing her thing. And so getting together, that would be a lot of work for the two of them, actually. But she's welcome to come over and jump in and sing anytime. I imagine that there's going to be people with side effects. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I haven't heard that. To answer your question, I heard of it. I've heard 3 people have gotten sick from it, but I don't know if that's widespread or not. I don't think so. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I wouldn't take a vaccine made in China. I would take an American-made vaccine or British or something like that. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I read that also. So that's what kind of gave me hope is that in July, since Qantas opened up selling tickets, that's when they know more than I do. You know, they're a big company and they may know information or just they've got their own smart think tanks going on as to when to resume business. So I think I think in July, there's going to be travel going on throughout the world. I just don't know about the Philippines. It is awesome. You know, I like the country and I like it is a little flat. And my father's got some super funny stories about what he did as a kid. He was flying crop dusters at the age of 14. He's a pilot, as among other things. And the stuff he used to pull off and the havoc he used to wreak in the airplane. But if I go back to America, if and when I go back to America, I'm going to get my dad on camera and have him recant a few of his teenager stories because they're super funny. My dad's a really funny man. Let's see. Hello. Whoops. What happened? Hello from Mindanao. Procurement, distribution of vaccine will be fighting the phone, corruption. Regards. Yeah, well, I don't know. That's all over the world, corruption and greed and all that crap. But hopefully we'll push through that. Who stole my money? It is my best video ever made. That is by far my #1 video. I've done over 200 videos, and Who Stole My Money? You guys haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Trust me, it won't take a lot of your time. Good morning, my friend. We want to get a black eye. My other eye screwed up the other day. I woke up and it was all swollen up. It's the third time that's happened. Once a couple of years ago, at my old apartment, I woke up and my eye was all swollen and dark. And then I did a video on May's channel called Fubar, where I went in the shower and came out with a black eye. And then just a couple of days ago, this eye was all swollen. So I got to go to a doctor. You have a lot of viewers, but very few thumbs up in comparison. I'll take your word on that. I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I feel bad about people. The way this guy got into the country was he's married to a Filipina, and he owns a home out there. So he was able to scoot in at the very end of December, and I think he said he had 3 days of a window before they locked it down and said no more travelers to anybody. She's making coffee, but she says hi. I don't know, Michael. I'm pretty sure there's COVID. What's up, Big Sky? Yeah, the chicken. That friggin' chicken, Gaylord. No, I've never known a government program to run right. Yeah, I can. But the English is extremely limited with those guys. But I do know a guy that Bud Brown used, and I used when I first came to town. I do like talking to local people a lot, as opposed to just foreigners and whatnot. But the English is a challenge. And then, but I'll do my best. That has crossed my mind. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, it doesn't scare me. I've been vaccinated since I was a kid with, I don't know, all kinds of crap. Nothing ever happened. So who knows? Yeah. Who is the chicken? Oh, the chicken's right back there or there. May put the chicken up, I didn't even know it. Well, thanks, Charles. That does help the algorithm. That and comments. Oh, that's chicken. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. I should tell you guys the story of how the chicken came along. One day, I'll tell you the story. It was just over a year ago. Me and I were walking through Valencia Plaza, where they have a grass area, a park, and they set up food stands and this and that and the other. And so there was a guy selling chickens in a cage. All right, he had a little wire thing. He had 4 or 5 chickens in this cage. And so May and I were walking to go get to a food stand, and there were people walking dogs also. And May said, "Oh, can we get a dog? I want a dog." And I saw these chickens in the pen, and I said, "No, we can't get a dog, but I want a chicken." And she goes, "Well, you want a chicken?" She took me seriously. And I said, "Well, just think about it. I could take the chicken and I could go down to the local pub and I could set the chicken on the bar and I could order him a beer and I could have a beer and me and my chicken could sit there and drink beer. He could just dip his beak into his beer and I'll drink my beer and he'll be my new drinking partner." And she thought that was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. You know, Filipino humor. This is slapstick stuff. And so on my birthday, that was my birthday gift. Was the chicken. Because she thought with a live chicken as a drinking partner. Good morning. Yeah. Trike drivers, local guys. I did a guy that's an artist. I've done George, that's a real estate guy. Who else? We've done some locals, but again, it's kind of far and few between. The dynamics and the timing and camera shy and all that kind of stuff. It's little challenges here and there. I can't not stand 3-in-1 coffee. It's just loaded up with sugar and cream and all that crap. I like brewed coffee. I actually like lattes the best, you know, it's just cappuccino with steamed milk. And so this is coffee that's been brewed and it's got some milk in it. Thank you for allowing me to take a sip. And what else? Instant coffee. I've had instant coffee. It's fine. We're going today to a place that I think manufactures or grows coffee or imports coffee. And it's an actual coffee shop and it's up in the mountains with great views. We're going with another couple. And I'll buy some of that coffee there. I've been wanting to go up there, but it's a rough ride. And we've had a lot of rain and funky roads and wind and all that kind of stuff. So the safety issue is kind of always on my mind when we go on long trips. So we've been waiting for the weather to clear up. Well, just about everybody wears shorts. It's about all I wear. I have some jeans, but we like the cargo shorts just because they're comfortable and they've got a lot of pockets. So you've got your wallet, you got your phone, you got your cigarettes or the keys to the house and all that kind of stuff. So there is a challenge though finding your size out here. Most guys buy their clothes online. There's a few shops that are starting to open up that have our size, which is for us fat guys. But they're far and few between, and they're expensive. And Stash Wagner. Yeah, Stash and I are going to get together again. In fact, today is Friday. So I think we're going to go tonight after we get back from the coffee thing. I think we're going to go with this couple over to a new pizza place called Jen's, and they're going to have open mic there, and Stash is going to be playing. So we'll go have some lasagna, and we will listen to Stash play the guitar. And then they're doing this open mic, so they're going to allow people to go up and read poetry or do comedy or all that kind of stuff. So I might take the chicken over there and let him do a show for everybody. How you doing, Angelica? From Las Vegas, my hometown, sort of, kind of, sort of. I wonder if, are any of the hotels open there yet? Every crisis is an opportunity. Yeah, I think it's not something that would really fit in with the MO of my channel, but it would be perfect for me because she likes to do adventures and cooking and this and that and the other. And she's laying down right now because she just did an exercise video. So she's all worn out. Crazy person. I tell you. I'm trying to wake up and have my second cup of coffee, and she's in here doing jazzercise. There's an age gap topic for you. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're an old lady, all right. I know. During COVID, I was thinking I should invest in diapers because all the COVID babies are going to be coming out. Good morning, Pennsylvania. How you doing, Randy? Good morning, Paul from Maryland. I don't know. That's on the table. I don't know if it would do more harm than good for her, to be honest with you. There's a lot of things that you have to look at. If she's married and I die or something like that, she's got to, if she wants to move forward in another relationship, it gets a little complicated out here. So, but that's not off the table. That might be something we do in the future. Really? Can I get a DNA test for my daughter? And then her since she's mine, how much does it cost? I have no clue. I do know a little bit about this because not for that reason, but because some guys out here that are on Social Security or disability, if they have a child, they're entitled to a bump in their income of 50%. So example, if I'm receiving $2,000 a month from Social Security and I have a child out here, I would be entitled to another $1,000 a month because of the child. So a number of guys that's happened to, and what I do know, excuse me, is they had to fly to Manila and to get a DNA test. And they told me, and I don't remember how much it cost. And so it took them, they had to go through some hoops. I think they went through the embassy or something like that. And to prove that they were the father. And they didn't have to be married or anything. They just had to have a child that was theirs. If you're not sure if a child is yours, DNA test would be a very solid idea because you might be inclined to send some money or something like that. Qantas required vax. Don't trust them. I don't know what vax is. Oh, vaccination? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Denny's Coffee. Man, I used to live in Denny's coffee shops when I was a kid. When I was in my 20s, that and Bob's Big Boy. Yeah, I won't go there. Each can do their own thing. Yeah, if you want the vaccine, get it. If you don't, don't. Oh, the videos, that's by telling you, it's the best video I've ever done. And the reason why it's like 25 seconds or something like that. So you guys can't miss the Who Stole My Money video. Oh, thank you very much, Matthew. Speaking of coffee, I'll spend that on a cup of coffee today. Thank you so much. Let's see, what's up here? Come on, button, push. I read that the Philippines has 3% death rate among babies, 2 million births per year. Why haven't they? I don't know. I don't know. There are a lot of babies being born out here. And I tell you, they all look pretty freaking healthy to me. And I think the reason why is that, number one, it's breast milk. They don't use, they try to peddle the powdered crap, but nothing better than breast milk for a kid, ever. I mean, it's just filled with antibodies and all that kind of stuff. Everything a kid needs is breast milk. And the women out here, obviously, can't afford to do anything but breastfeed for the most part. And that's the one thing about the kids out here is they're really just happy, you know? I mean, they have their moments and they get sick. And of course, there's problems and they get in trouble, but nothing like the States. It's a totally different deal. And what happens too is there's a big community with the kids, because like whenever we go over to see May's sister, and she's got 3 kids and she's got 2 twins, junior and senior, and everybody is wanting to grab junior or senior and hang on to them and play with them. And it's just nonstop. The kids get nonstop attention. And they're not inundated with a bunch of Xboxes and crap. You know, they play with a stick, which is the way it should be, or a box. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I don't know what we learned. Actually, it's the people that comment that have all the information. I just pushed the button. Rooster should have his own friggin' YouTube channel. I agree. He can get his own little gay scooter, race around town. Let's see, what do we got here? Hey, Matthew. No, not at all. That's that was like number 8 on my list. If it happened, I'd grown very, very comfortable in my own skin and being alone. And I've been in 2 toxic relationships. Basically, both my marriages were the wrong choice. I'm not blaming the women. I'm not ex-wife bashing. It's me. You know, I made a poor decision. They're their own people, but meeting somebody out here was not on the list. I wanted to decompress. I wanted to de-stress. And I wanted to be able to live on the cheap. I wanted to live on my Social Security. And when I can't live in America on my Social Security at the end of the day. I just can't do it. There's just too many, you know, taxes. You got to insure this and all that. I could live in a trailer that I paid cash for somewhere. And then there's nothing to do, you know, for me. My options out there on just activities alone are expensive. So out here, I drive a scooter. There's a lot of nature. I have more friends out here in 3 years than I had in 60 years in the States. That's the truth. So if you want a social life, this is awesome. And if you want to be by yourself, you can do the same thing. So no, but meeting a female was not my big driver coming out here. I was perfectly cool just being by myself. I use sulfur soap, which is what the dermatologist recommended for me. It's the whitening soap that I'm allergic to. Friggin' Baby Man or whitening soap. Yeah, are the hotels open? Because I'm going to be in Vegas when I go. I'm going to be in 2 places. I'm going to be in La Quinta, California, and then I'm going to be in Vegas. So I'm going to try to bounce into Cali and see my dad as soon as I can. And then from there, I'm going to take the bus from Indio to downtown. I've already done this. I've done it before. So I take the bus from Indio to downtown Vegas, and then I'll either check into a place or stay with a friend. But most likely I'll do like an Airbnb or something like that, as opposed to a hotel. And I'll just use Grab or Uber or whatever they got going on out there, not cabs. And I'll just see some friends and go out to a few dinners, I imagine, and see the sights, go jack around with my buddies, co-workers that I worked with some of the funniest people on the planet, and I miss their humor. There's not a lot of guys out here that have that kind of humor, if you will. And that's what I miss. That's the one thing I miss about the car business is the people are just funny. You have to be. It's a super stressful job, and it's not an easy buck. People think it is, or people have a lot of opinions about the car people, but most of them are wrong. Let's see, what do we got here? Whoops. Let's keep going on. How big is Baby May's family? How big's your family, Baby May? How many siblings do you have?
4 sisters and 3 brothers.
4 sisters.
And 3 brothers.
And 3 brothers. 2 more, you got a baseball team. She liked that one. I'm sorry, she's making me laugh. The goofy humor makes her laugh. What do you think about me going out drinking with that chicken? Do you still think I should buy a live chicken so I can have a way to drink with? Hey, we're doing good, Daryl. We're doing good. We stirred things up with my other interview the other day, didn't we, Daryl? And on Facebook. What?
YB.
Huh?
YB.
I don't understand.
I love you.
Oh, I love you
Chinese.
too. Oh, that's Chinese. She keeps talking in Chinese to me. So don't you learn English? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you should. I saw Gracie yesterday. Her and Ging were out getting their nails done. So I was BSing with their boyfriends at Tom Tom's. And we had a whole cluster of people yesterday. It doesn't. It cools off, especially when I'm talking like this. Come on over. It's going to be a while, buddy. The best video you'll ever watch is Who Stole My Money. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's guaranteed to please. Of all the time I've thought that I've put in the videos, that's my best one yet. That friggin' Gaylord. Look at him. He's plotting his next move against me. We have to keep all sharp objects away from Gaylord. One? No, I'm lying to you. It was like 4 takes to get it right because he kept going off the table and whatnot. So, yeah, it was 4 takes. But it's my favorite video because, number one, of the content is just awesome. I mean, you learn so much from that video. And so it took us 3 or 4 tries, right, baby, to do the chicken video where you took my money? Yeah. And what else? What was the question? How many takes? Yeah, about 3 or 4 takes because he kept going off. He wouldn't walk straight. Yeah, something else I was going to tell you, but I forgot. Now we got somebody drilling outside. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's some big drill going on outside. Yeah, it's real. Come on. You know, it's got to be real. And it's just too much evidence of it. Hey, thank you very much. We do stay healthy out here. I'm off of all medications, by the way. I came over here, I was on like 5 or 6 different things. And the only thing I take now is, in fact, I was telling my buddy, I take Aloxan, which is ibuprofen. That's it. I agree 1,000% with you on that. 1,000%. There is no bigger killer of or more danger to my health than stress. And when I came over here, I just decompressed over time. I have to admit, my stress level in one way went up over here because just the learning curve for a dummy like me was long. And I still don't have it all figured out. But by all means, I just don't feel any stress. I mean, if things are like we make plans, if you will, but let's just say I'm going to meet Bob Jones tomorrow, and I make plans to meet Bob Jones tomorrow. And it starts to rain or something happens, I can call Bob Jones up and say, hey, man, I can't make it. And Bob Jones will say, yeah, it's cool. I understand. No one gets worked up because there's always the next day and the next day and the next day. And so I don't feel like any pressure ever. And that's the big benefit. I'm looking forward to when things open up of bouncing out again, though, because I do like to get out of here and see other places, just a change of latitude and attitude, right? And it's also an opportunity to just sort of get away from all this. And then after about 2 weeks, I miss it. I don't trust the government of China or Russia. I'm with you on that. Yeah, I don't trust China as far as I could throw it at all. I think that, again, I don't want to be all political and all that crap, but I'll just say it to get it off my chest. I really think that a lot of the instability and anger and all that is generated from within by people outside of the country. I don't know if you guys can hear that drill or not. I hope it's not interfering too much. I didn't know they didn't use a dead virus. I did not know that. Good morning. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I would take the vaccine just to get on a plane. I think that May and I actually already had the virus back in January when I came back from Vietnam. Well, every time May does a cooking channel show, nobody watches. She only gets, I don't know, less than 1,000 views. She made mango float the other day. Nobody watched it. And then we did a dive resort review and 3,000 people watched it. And then she jumps around in a pair of shorts, 10,000 people watch it. So May's like, I'm going for the money. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ron? I didn't know I was going on either. I don't know if I've got you on as a moderator or not, but you know what's interesting, man, is I don't get, I used to get a lot of haters on the live streams, but they've left me alone lately. Okay, so we've got another opposing point of view there. So the vaccine certainly is on everybody's mind. I don't have any health insurance out here. I have a savings account. May's got health insurance. She's got Phil Health. And we're going to go down. It's January. We've got to go renew her Phil Health. And I think I'm going to sign up for Phil Health. And then I had another friend of mine, Mark. We were on a live stream together. We got a suggestion, or he came up with the idea of making a bracelet or a dog tag with your information, your name, your phone number, and a reward of 5,000 pesos if somebody gets your ass to a hospital. So in other words, if I'm out by myself and I faint or have a problem or crash my bike and I'm laying in the road, most people are just going to leave you alone and eventually someone will call the police. But once they get a hold of you, you want to be able to get treatment, and money talks, right? Ciggies cost about $2 a pack. I agree. I think that, what they're going to do, here I go again, one of my ill-fated predictions. I think that if you get a vaccine, they're going to come up with an app for your phone that says, yeah, I've got it, or obviously paper. And it may or may not be required to get on an airline, but I think it would probably be required to get into the Philippines. That's my guess. Just a guess. A guess. Okay, so you love instant coffee. I don't blame you. Everybody's got their taste, man. How you doing out there in California? California, they're having issues, huh? Oh, I got all over the place. I do smoke. Let me go back. I don't know where the hell I was. I'm way behind. Man, I'm behind in my comments, kids. I'm sorry. And then this thing just jumped. So I don't know where I am. Hold on, everybody. Hang in there with me. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, guys. I'm just going to try to catch up here. Hi, Paul. This is Louis from Silicon Valley. That was a great interview with the black guy. I really thought he was funny and real. When will you give the second interview? I will have him back. I will definitely have him back. And the deal with that is I was telling everybody I lost like 200 or 300 subscribers because he was wearing a mask that said Black Lives Matter. And when I want to clarify something. Whenever I have somebody on the little channel here, I tell them before we start, I say, listen, woman, man, doesn't matter who. I say the same thing. I've said it since day one. I tell people this is your interview, not mine. And you can say and do whatever the hell you want. And if you don't like it after we've done it, or if I ask you a question that you didn't want me to ask or whatever, I'm not here to embarrass or demean or demoralize anybody. It's not 60 Minutes. This is the Old Dog Channel. I'll delete the video if you don't like it. And so far, nobody said delete that video. So when he came on, I did not agree with some of the things that he said, but it was his interview. And I want everyone that comes on here, there's nothing wrong with someone having a different point of view from me or from you. And I just want to respectfully allow him to talk and state his point of view. And he's really a beautiful guy because he's black. He's proud to be black, and he's kind of like, he reminded, and this is a guy that came over here because he was addicted to drugs. And he said he researched it and found out that there's no drugs here for the most part. So this is where he came to detox, and then he got himself clean. And he's got this whole philosophy about being kind to elderly people and being good to your woman. And he likes to take care of kids, and he wants to have a kid. He's got a girlfriend, and he's just, he's got this great, gentle philosophy on life. And I don't know. I thought the interview was really, really good. I didn't agree with a lot of it, but that's okay. Right on. So there's Bill. Bill got the vaccine. He's doing all right. He's up here commenting. Kids in the Philippines do not have baggy pants. And kids in the Philippines, I've had a couple of them get snarky with me. Teenagers just giving me some shit. But I just laughed it off. And you know what? They laughed back at me because they are very, very respectful. They really are. They say, I don't need anybody to call me sir or anything, but that's how they're raised. And I really think that there's just not a lot of there's not a lot of drugs out here that the kids get involved in. There's not a lot of Xboxes and all that crap. Most of the kids are involved in sports and running around outside and just being, it reminds me a lot of when I was a little kid. Because my mom used to just chuck me out the front door and say, hey, go play, and come home when the streetlights come on. And that was the rules. That's what I did. And that's what these kids do. Yeah, I do want to get involved in a little bit of investing, 100 here and 100 there, just to kind of play with it, you know. But I was thinking that it's sort of the writing's on the wall that there's going to be a zillion kids getting born all over the world after everybody's been locked up together, and seeing more and more pregnant women here, just walking around town. A couple of women that I'm friends with are pregnant. So, yeah, I just think diapers and all that kind of stuff, baby formula, even though I'm against it, that would be a good investment. I don't know why all the countries aren't more up in arms with China, you know, bitch slapping them a little bit for creating all this jazz, but I'm not in charge. Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate that. Okay, you got it, buddy. Yeah, I got it. I put him under a heat lamp and made him confess. Well, yeah, it's not all peaches and cream. Appreciate you though, Cynthia. I really do. I'm really happy that so many females watch the channel, and actually, Baby May gets a ton of support from women that they feel that they've kind of I don't know what the word empowered or whatever, but Baby May is this little hippie chick that's 35 years old that I'm with, and she just does whatever the hell she wants. And I think women appreciate that, this freedom that she has. She's not a put on, you know, she's true to her own self. And I make suggestions, and sometimes she takes them, and sometimes she tells me to pound sand. Yeah, the kids are fun. I feel bad for the kids that on the boulevard down in Dumaguete, their parents make them beg. That breaks my heart. That is a fact. Yeah, see, I was close to being homeless at one point in my life, and I told myself this: I'm going to have a steady stream of income coming in every month, right? And obviously, the cost of living down here is a lot less. I can't give you a percentage. I'd say half, maybe, I don't know, of America. And what I told myself was, if I come over here and like it, I'll never be without a roof over my head, and I'll never be without food in my stomach. And after you get past those two things, the rest is, ego, right? How big a car do you have, and all this and that. That's a good question. Forever is a big commitment. And I like to say that when I got off the plane, my feet did not land in wet cement and then dried and kept me here. I like to travel. I've got a couple of scenarios in my head. One is to keep the Philippines like as a home base, and then go for a month here and a month there and a month here and a month there with Baby May, and then come back, chill for 3 or 4 months, and then get up and do it all over again. Just sort of see the world a little bit. I've only got so many years in front of me where I'm going to be able to do this. And I have a really young attitude, but the body is going to give up. And so I want to do it while I can. I don't want to sit around and talk about it. So Baby May and I have been saving up our money, and snatching it away as best as we can so that we can do a little bit of traveling. I imagine that we will be doing some inner island traveling first, because I think that'll be the first to open. And then as soon as I can, I want to get her on a plane and a stamp in her passport, because that's a challenge the first few times, but we'll pull it off and let her see the world. She wants to go see America, and I don't blame her. And I'd like to take her there one day. Oh, yeah. Well, thumbs up is cool because it just means that it helps the algorithm. But those of you guys that know me, I don't really get all worked up about being a big channel or anything. I'm more interested in May. Circa Hotel. I don't know Circa Hotel. I know the Bricks. I know a number of hotels, but I don't know Circa. Oh, okay. Good morning, Ken. Hey, David. Well, thank you very much, my friend. I'll pass that over to Baby May. She'll buy a new bikini with it. She just ordered one, by the way. Hey, Nashville. Wasn't that weird that they had that? It was Nashville where that truck blew up, right? I don't understand that stuff, man. Sailor Man, thanks for the thumbs up, buddy. Thank you very much, Cynthia. I appreciate you. I love talking to the women on the channel. I really do. I just have a deep-seated respect for you, because I know that we would be friends if I was wherever you're at. That we would be able to sit down, have a human conversation, and have some laughs. It's the guys that get all snarky. Best meet. That's a good title. In fact, the cat that I'm going to be interviewing later on today, who's coming over, he moved fast. He got divorced and then he got online, and I think he's 56 or 7, and his lovely wife is 45. We just met him for the first time yesterday, and he's been a viewer. He was in quarantine. He contacted me, and we were going to meet up, and then he crashed his motorbike like 1 hour out of quarantine, and he broke his collarbone. God bless him. But he's a soldier, you know. He soldiered on, and so he hired a driver, and we hooked up yesterday for lunch and coffee, and then I invited him to come over to the casa and do an interview with me, and he's all geared up for that. And we were going to do it yesterday, but it was too noisy. We were outside, and time just sort of got away from us. So they're coming over today, him and his wife, and we're going to do the interview. Then we're going to hop in the van, and we're going to go up to this coffee place, and then I'm going to try to take him out to Twin Lakes, and I'm going to try to give him the tour, if you will, while he's here, because he's got to go back to the States. He's got to finish working. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was funny. A lot of people got pissed off because of the topic or whatever, his mask or something like that. And it was like, you know, don't just read the headline, kids. Watch the whole view. Watch the whole watch the whole video. Yeah, my friend Vern did that too. Also, he's a blogger. He was in Turkey or something. Yeah, we don't know where she went. Baby May, where'd you go?
I'm watching.
Come here and say hi to Cynthia.
Where? You see babay na ba?
Just say hi to Cynthia.
Okay, that. Hello, good morning, Aya. Green.
Hey, what's going on? My favorite fishing hole, Canada.
Ron Cannon.
No, they play a lot of basketball. I've never seen any baseball. Basketball courts all over the place.
Jonathan, good morning.
Yeah, she has a great little channel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that. But you know what? I told her, if you're not getting bashed, you're doing something wrong, because you got to piss people off every now and then. Every chance, can't wait to travel out of the BS. Hi to baby May. Say hi to Stephen. You're right. She's getting better with the channel all the time. Screw your haters. Yeah. See, I tell her that all the time. But she'll look at the one bad comment and forget the 99 good ones, you know. Look. Look what they said. Oh, car people are the best. I'm telling you. They are the funniest people on the planet. Where are you going?
The chicken.
Oh, the chicken.
Yeah.
Chinese, Russian, manufacturing. Vaccines too. The people are great. That's the key. Is Anthony Bourdain finally got into Iran, and he found the people there were just the most sweetest, gentle people, and he showed it on camera. And before I saw Anthony Bourdain go over there and talk to the general population, I thought everybody was in the street burning, you know, effigies of whatever president was running the show over here at the time. And that's not how it is. The people are Chinese, Vietnamese. What I've seen, I haven't been to China, but I've been to Vietnam, Thailand, et cetera, et cetera. And I have always found the people to just be like you and me. They just want to get through the day. They just want to, you know, they want to go to work. They want us to be with their family. They want to share a meal together. They want to do something fun at the end of the day. If they're sick, they want to get better. They don't have a lot of malice. But it's the leaders that, you know. Second interview, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there at some point. I've got to do another interview with Stash. I need to do a concert with Jason. I need to get with Gerard again. And then on Saturday, today's what, Friday? Friday. So tomorrow, I'm going to be on Mark Thornton's a live stream with him over at his house. For a Playboy, Thailand or Philippines? I would say Thailand.
Yeah, Philippines is very nice people.
Mm-hmm. But he's talking about Playboy. He's talking about meeting girls. And so for a Playboy, baby, is someone that likes to be with a lot of girls.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like me.
Yeah.
No, but to answer your question, that's Thailand would be your spot.
Yeah,
I'm always breaking baby baseballs.
If you go to the restaurant, have the girls. Wow, nice your t-shirt, Sarah. I didn't wait.
You know what I do to baby, man? You guys are like this. I torture this woman relentlessly.
That's a joke.
We drive by a cute girl, I beep the horn.
That's a joke, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Todd. Here you go, babe. I'm going to give that to you, and you can go buy a new bikini with that, okay?
Thank you to all people. 352 watching.
Just me in a chicken suit. Yeah, I could be Colonel Sanders, and she could be like a big drumstick. We could run around the apartment. I know. Awesome.
Cynthia?
Yeah, stress-free, Cynthia. That's the way to go. Stress is the killer.
I would like to meet to Cynthia.
I know. I told her, I said, you know what? She's the type of woman I could sit down and have a cup of coffee with and just enjoy the shit out of her company. I just know. Yeah. I just know. Some women are all, uptight and everything, but I can tell she's just someone that I would get along with.
I'm not experienced that people to meet the foreigner girl.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Well, they would eat you up. They would love you to death. My sister and all that. Yeah. They would just love you. They would just sit there and jack around with your hair and crap.
Hopefully I met your sister.
Yeah.
Someday.
One day.
Yeah, someday. And then your dad.
Man, I'm running way behind here. I gotta stop talking to you and start playing with this. I see again. Hey, that was the best video ever made and produced. It took 38 seconds to upload it. And if you guys haven't seen it, you've got to watch my Who Stole My Money video. Yeah. Thanks, man. I agree. We do real well together. We're just two people and just going through life here in the Philippines. And we don't try to sell you anything. We don't try to convince you of anything. We don't try to advise you about anything. We're just going to show you what we do. And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Steve Morris.
Hey, Steve. How are you, boss?
He's good for dancing.
Yeah, Steve's he's a good little dancer. That's
before the
birthday. Steve was out here with us, and Steve's on one of my videos.
Yeah.
Your video was really popular, man. And so make sure you check out Steve's video. Yeah, that's right. That's my medication right here. Facebook account is just Paul McGill. How would I tell him my Facebook account? Maybe if you Google, or not Google, but put in Facebook Paul McGill Philippines or Dumaguete, Valencia. Most people seem to find me okay.
Yeah.
I used to put links on all that stuff in the description, and I quit doing it. Any lockdowns in place? I think Manila and Cebu, but don't quote me on that. What's today's date? The 15th? Something was supposed to happen on the 15th. Oh, they're resuming the buses to go from here to Cebu. They had stopped that. And today they're supposed to resume that. So I'm not how to interpret that. Yeah, I know, huh? You guys have big families. Because you got, 7 siblings, and then they've got kids and cousins and nephews and neighbors and everything. More stimulus. Yeah, what do you guys think? Think we're going to get more stimulus? I got my $600 in like 3 days. I was shocked. Well, I don't believe anything that comes out of China, but that's just me. I keep getting the same question. Can't go back to the States now if you don't test negative. Quite illegal, but I don't think anybody cares. I don't know that. See, I'd have to do a lot of research before I get going. Let's see, almost dark in Vegas. Only 62 dies, and Nevada stays safe. What's the story in Vegas? You say almost dark. Are any of the hotels open? Because what I heard was they opened up the hotels. They made them super cheap, like $30 or something to stay at the Bellagio. And then a bunch of gangs moved in. So they just shut it down. Sexy sells. That's right. That's why I do so well.
Sexy dance. Good.
My friend Gary is going to Colombia. I think he bought a ticket for less than $100. I think he said he's flying out of Detroit or something. I'm going to have to get with him on that. Mexico, I've been to Mexico. Again, Mexico is a place that I'd like to visit. I'd like to hang out for a while, but I wouldn't want to live there on a permanent basis. It's just not my vibe. I've always said that Mexico would be a good alternative for me in 10 or 15 years, if I make it that long and I start to get really feeble or sick. It would be a quick bounce right into San Diego where I could get medical care with my Medicare, Medicaid, and all that jazz. But to other countries, my favorite country is Thailand. I like Thailand more than I like the Philippines. I really do. I like the cuisine. I like the people. I like the vibe. I like the scenery. It's more humid in Thailand. The language is a bit of an issue, but it doesn't bother me. I just like it. It's just I'm very comfortable there. And I met some really rock star people when I was in Thailand. I have not seen, I thought that that would be true. Desperate people do desperate things. I haven't seen any violence. I haven't seen any uptick in robberies. It might be happening, and I just don't know about it. But there's no big uproar. There's no big chicka chicka about it. Let's see. I watched the mango shake video, and it was really early. Oh, you mean the mango float? Yeah, he watched your mango float video.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
You and 3 other people.
700 views. If I'm dancing 4,000 plus.
I just told him that before you came in. It's like, is what it is.
But
she said, you know what? If people watch me dance, they criticize me. If I wear a bikini, they criticize me. If I cook, they criticize me. If I interview someone, they criticize me. It's only a few people, babe. Let's give it up for Baby May. Everybody subscribe to Baby May.
Thank you so much.
If you're not already subscribed, go to Today with Baby May.
Thank you so much.
What is the drilling about? I have no idea. They're installing some kind of grate, I think, outside. They're still working on this place. Yeah, that's true. And thicker thighs. Baby got back. I'd like to go to Colombia. What was it I heard that was negative about Colombia? Maybe the heat? I'm not sure. But my friend Gary's going there. And so what I'll do is I'll do a split screen with him once he gets settled in. And we'll do a little interview with Gary out in Colombia. That's the guy I was in Vietnam with. Okay. I apologize. Yes. Yeah. That's where I bought this thing.
Yeah.
I bought that off of Amazon. I bought her a computer off of Amazon. What else did we get? We got hats from Amazon,
and then
right?
Gimbal.
The gimbal we got from Amazon.
Yeah.
We took the gimbal with us, but we forgot to charge it. So the maiden run on the gimbal. We finally got the gimbal, kind of like situated so it works better. But we're going to have to practice. So I'm falling behind again on comments. Where am I? Holy smokes. I got lost. Got a zillion comments. I appreciate all you guys being with us today. I didn't know I'd have this many people, but there's 340 people watching.
Good.
And it seems like everybody's commenting. So I don't know where I left off because this stupid thing jumped. I would love to interview you, Daryl. I would love to have you on the channel. Anybody that wants to be on the channel is welcome on the channel, by the way.
Daryl Tribe, Daryl Charity. He been before in the Philippines.
Let's see. Yep.
Oh.
Because when he says when he gets back.
I see.
Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah, I heard that same thing. I don't know, that stuff scares me. I just, of course, what is it? If you bought 20 cents worth of Bitcoin, you'd be worth 100,000 today or something like that. I don't know. Don't you have to mine Bitcoin? Or maybe you can just buy a fund. I don't know. Okay. I've been reading about other countries and looking at the way to. Yeah, I guess the lockdowns work to some degree, but I don't know what the answer is. No, not this trip. Too tough to get her into the country, and also I need to kind of like move and groove when I go. It's going to be one of those boom, 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 boom. And it takes her 15 minutes just to get on the back of the motorbike. So I can imagine trying to haul her around America. So no, I need to zap in, go see this guy, that guy, my dad, my sister. If we had a lot of time, and a lot of money, yeah. And eventually we'll get her over there. But we got to get her into some other countries first.
Yeah.
We got to get some stamps in the old passport. And I don't know about getting a Filipina into America because America's got pretty tight borders. Yep. And no better water. I knew we were screwed when they started selling water. That's when I knew we were screwed. And they started bottling water and selling it. So the best water I ever drank was out of a garden hose. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, dude. This thing jumps and I can't find where I left off. Fargo, North Dakota. Man, is it cold there, huh? I love that movie, Fargo. Yeah. My mom used to literally just say, get out of here. And off I'd go. And we had skateboards and we had twin bicycles and we played army and we built forts and we played with dogs and we weren't allowed to go, or I wasn't allowed to go around the block. I had to stay out front so she could come out and yell at me. And then when the streetlights, and we would play, what else did we do? We played a lot of stuff in the street, a lot of stick ball and stuff like that. So you haven't met her yet. Okay. Well, the guy that is coming over this morning to hang out with us and go with us met his wife online. And they got married right away too, didn't they?
Yeah. 4 years.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is that's the one good thing about my little channel is that it's not sophisticated. So I can just sit down and fire it up and go from there. I want to really do vlog from America. I really do. I want to do some vlog for my dad and with some of my friends. So I know some of the funniest people on the planet. And I would love to have like 2 or 3 of them with me and we could just read jokes or something. It would be fun. Good morning there out there in Thailand. How are things? I was only in Phuket. Yeah, that might be the way to go, but I'm trying to think long term on it. I know. Because here's the thing, if I cancel it and I want to re-up it, I got to make up all the back payments and then pay a penalty and any increase and all that. So that's something to what do you call it? Think about. I don't. No, but I'm thinking about buying into some funds. And there's a guy that I watch called Logan Alec, who is he's a CPA, and he's got this like beginning course for investors. Because I don't know anything about it, and I don't trust it. So I think I'll watch him, and maybe I'll put $100 in this and $100 in that, and see what happens. Yeah, the future is now. That's right. That was Buzz. Yeah, that's right. The skin tags. I'm going to use the restroom. You talk to these people for a minute. I'll be right back.
Where you good at the most?
I'm going to go use CR.
I'm not good for speak English.
Yeah, I just talk to them.
Okay, only read the comment. Oh my God. Very fast tadi, Paul. Wait.
Are you talking to anybody?
No, I don't know how to use for your mouse. Sorry. Wait.
I'm back. They say, wait, yeah, there you go. There you go. I appreciate. That's what I like. I like the sharing of information. No, I know. I just say hi back. What is the best phone to use in the Philippines? I use Globe SIM card, so any phone will work. I don't like iPhones. I have an iPhone. I had one. Well, I still got it, but it was very expensive to repair when the battery went out. It was like triple the price. So out here, Android phones seem to be the most popular, and they're easier to get them fixed or replaced. And they have, some people are Apple people, and that's fine. But Globe is the SIM card that I use. He looked like Louis Farrakhan. I don't think so. Yeah, I liked it too. It shook a few people up. Travel insurance. I think I can answer that question. There are policies that you can buy that are like good for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you'd have to do your own research because I don't recommend or advise any of that kind of stuff. I don't want to be wrong and screw you. So do your own research. But traveler's insurance, if you get sick, if you get hurt, if you get robbed, I mean, I guess there's all kinds of scenarios, and you just pay $100, $200, $300 for the month, $50. I don't know, but I think I will buy that when I travel. I think I will buy it because you just don't know. Yeah, there's just no point. You just got to roll with it. We're doing good. Thank you. How's it going in Vegas there, Danny? Somebody please answer my question. Are the hotels open? Oh, you're a swim coach here. Oh, you're a swim coach. Are there pools made for swim teams? No, not to my knowledge. In fact, I've never seen a public pool.
And the liquid.
Well, that's not public, honey. That's a private pool. That's private. I've never seen a public pool out here. Now that you mention it.
Hello, Thomas.
Thomas is saying hi to you.
For watching you.
Let's see. Yes, Vern is in Albania. He was in Turkey, then he went to Albania, and he doesn't like either place, I don't think. Is that right? Yeah. Well, I think basketball, what they do is they set up, they build basketball courts out here, and it's just kind of like a barangay thing, right?
Yeah.
And so the kids can go play. But I don't really see that many people playing basketball out here. At the old apartment, they had that basketball court behind us, and we used to hear them, and they used to play games out there, or leagues or tournaments or whatever. But there's basketball courts that we drive by, and I never see a soul there. Like when we go where? Japanese Shrine?
Yeah.
We go by a basketball court. There's never anybody in there playing basketball. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, the AT&T building. That's right. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to nail the AT&T company. I think that guy had a hard on for him. Yeah, dental clinics. I got the greatest dentist out here. She's UCLA trained, and I've been to a lot of dentists, and they do really crappy work out here. But this woman did not crappy. They just do. I think it's got older equipment. I'm a smoker. I get stains on my teeth, so I need to go every 3 months to get my teeth cleaned. And they kind of half-assed it. This woman got all of it off my teeth last time, and took me to her. She got a couple of teeth pulled. She's got 2 more that she needs to get pulled, right, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go today? You want to go today?
I think next
You
month.
want to go today and get them pulled out? Yeah. Oops, I already did that. Let's see. So anyway, dental clinics. Let me get back to that. Dental clinics, great in Vietnam. $10, state of the art. This woman that I go to is state of the art also. She has all the latest and greatest equipment. So it's out here, it's kind of word of mouth. You know, I bounced into this place, this place, this place, this place. I kept changing around. And then my neighbor went to this woman and she was a lot more money, but she's worth it. So it's about $50, I think, to get my teeth cleaned with her, with this new machine she's got, but she didn't have it working when I was there. So it was $20 to get my teeth cleaned. I don't get a lot of the skin tax issues. That will happen with trike drivers a lot. I got that a lot with trike drivers. They will charge more because I'm a foreigner, but they don't. And then when it goes to buying like fruits and vegetables and whatnot, she'll grind them down a little bit. But pretty much the price is the price. I won't buy from somebody that hasn't got the price posted. Like if you go to buy a mango or you go to buy lettuce or anything, and they've got the prices up, then you can make a decision. But she knows where to go. So we go to different places for different things. And it's like she's found the world's best Okai store for clothes, right?
Yeah.
The one in Bakong.
Yeah,
on the road going to Bakong.
Yeah.
It's really a super place. They're about half, and that's already almost free.
Yeah.
Stuff's so cheap. But she gets really nice stuff there, and it's really, really inexpensive. And the woman is really nice and helpful.
Yeah.
So it's over time you kind of find out what restaurant to go to and what place to buy clothes from and who to hang out with and who to avoid. So it's just a learning curve, man. Oh yeah. They can see. Here's my take on that. They can take as many shots as they want at me. I don't care. I was in the car business for 40 years. Okay. I was ground on by professionals. These guys are rank. These guys are like nothing. Okay. I could go like that and flick them off me. And she used to take it much more to heart, but not anymore. She's grown a thicker skin. Where they're wrong is attacking indigenous people, being a foreigner. You just don't do that, period. Okay. You just don't be rude to someone when you're visiting their country. You have to be respectful of the people. And you should always be respectful of women. And these guys are neither. They're just wannabes. So I don't pay any attention to it, but she gets her feelings hurt every now and then. But it's really becoming a non-issue. And it's lightening up a lot. Yeah. My little hippie chick. So let's see, how much longer are we going to go, baby May? What time is it?
9:59.
We'll go for another 15.
Yeah, budut.
What's that mean?
Dance, budut.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
title.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, it'll come out. I don't do videos for the sake of doing videos, though. So I like the interviews because I never know what's going to happen. And then every now and then I have a thought. So I sit down on my couch with the chicken and talk about it. Hey, look, what are your new subscribers?
Yeah, thank you so much, Indy Hendog. Thank you so much.
Make sure you give May all the thumbs up and good stuff,
Thank
too.
you so much.
So we're going to bail out of here pretty soon, kids. I know I'm not getting to all the comments. So let's see. Let's go go down here. We'll get the stimulus, $1,400 stimulus. Yeah, I think that'll happen. I'd like to see a standalone bill, but I don't know. And that's a true statement right there. Already, I've increased my budget $100 a month from $1,500 to $1,600 to compensate for the what do you call it? The peso is at 47 now instead of 50. So we had to bump that up. One thing I've always done is my Social Security check exceeds $1,500. So I've always tried to leave that cushion there because it might go lower. It might go to, when I moved here, it was 46. It could go to 40, but I've thought it through and I can still crunch it up. We would just have to change a little bit of the lifestyle. So I'm not getting to everybody here. I want to kind of get through and get guys that haven't talked or had a comment up. Let's see. Okay. Eminem Journey, how are you? Yeah. Yeah. How are things in Thailand? Can you move about the cabin? I mean, can you go around? I don't know. I know they're not letting anybody in. Fishing sucks. It's that's one of my big disappointments here because I love to fish. But the fish is just like off the shore and it's rocky. I know of a guy that went fishing on a fishing boat off of another island. So that would be one of the things that I look into doing when things open up is a fishing trip. They have a lot of diving out here, but not fishing, deep sea fishing. I would like that. And I don't see any fish in the lakes or anything or the rivers. What other languages does Baby May speak? Well, you speak some Chinese, don't you? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Little.
Yeah, this is just not going to give up, is it? Look at that. So let's see. I'm just going to bounce through here. Yes. Yeah. We're supposed to wear a mask in public.
Yeah, and then facial.
And what?
Facial.
Oh, face shield. Yeah. It did. Yeah, I have everything direct deposited. Social Security goes directly into my bank in the States. The stimulus check went right in. I'm figuring they're going to throw another $1,400 at us, which would be good. That'll be more travel money. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
What's that mean?
I forgot what's that. I only go ID. Ni hao. Oh yeah, good morning, right? Ni hao.
No, you're asking me.
No, ni hao. I asked the people sleeping. I only language the one word. Go ID. I forgot the.
That's okay. It's been a while since you worked
I
for a
need thinking
Chinese.
first.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to take her to Thailand. I really do. I think she'd love Thailand because she loves the mountains. She loves the green, and there's so many temples. And I think that she would really just get off on it, and she loved the people. She wouldn't be crazy about the food because so much of it's spicy, but we can always tone that down. And there's plenty of rice. As long as she's got rice, she's happy. Okay. Well, ni hao. You're being put to the test now, see?
Yeah, I have the Chinese, but I forgot. I need to thinking first.
Okay. Mark's doing awesome. I'm going to be on a stream with him. I think we agreed tomorrow, a live stream, probably about this time, maybe, or in the evening. Hey, Bacolod, how you
Yeah,
doing, man?
Bacolod.
I think Gio's going out there this week with Province Girl and Gang and what's his name, Sean. I think they're going out there for 3 or 4 days. Ni hao is hello.
Okay. Okay.
We're getting English. We're getting Chinese lessons.
I need thinking.
Swati crop. Yes. Yeah. There's cop and cup. The women say it one way and the men say it another way. Yeah, Ric Flair. I haven't gotten that one for a while. You are my little apple. I don't know about all that money. We're actually good. The 14 is for last year's, and on top of that, they're saying there'll be. Now they're saying a lot of things, but saying it and doing it is two different things. Let's see. Going to raise the minimum wage if people on Social Security make less than minimum wage now. I hope they don't do any dollar more too. Yeah, I hope not. I got the feeling it's coming though.
The comment.
All right, kids, we're going to bail out in 5 minutes. And thank you guys for joining in. This wasn't planned. I just thought that we weren't doing anything, so I'd come online. And May was jumping around doing a dance video or something. My English spelling, from China to New Cross. Okay, I already did that. So if I missed your comment, I apologize. It wasn't intentional. This thing jumps. And we appreciate everybody that came along, and especially appreciate those guys that have stayed with us for all this time. And today with Baby May,
Thank you so
we would
much.
really appreciate you subscribing to her channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, I don't blame you. If you unsubscribe, I totally understand. And if you guys want to ever come up, I appreciate the suggestions, by the way, like the trike driver. That's the kind of stuff that I like to hear from you is what would you like to see? Because there's stuff that I want to do. And, but some of the best ideas have come from you guys. And so and it's right in front of me all day long and I don't see it, the forest for the tree kind of crap. And that's about it. May, you want to say anything?
I read the all comments.
Oh, you're over there reading the comments. She's infatuated by the comments. She's waiting for someone to say something shitty.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching to the live stream to the report. Thank you so much, and thank you for subscribing my YouTube channel.
Today with Baby May, we're going to promote
so
that
much.
until we get to how many subscribers do you want to have eventually? 10,000?
No, it's okay. Up to God.
Up to God.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see what of a kind, yeah. I hope that's a good thing. All right, kids, we will see you next time. And everybody, God bless, be safe. Take your vitamins.
Yeah, bye-bye.
And drink all your milk. And finish your breakfast.